The stream is live.
They say one seed can change the world. But what if this seed was more than a symbol? What if it was the start of an entire ecosystem? With Sproutly, every tree we plant becomes an NF tree, evolving, growing, and generating verifiable CO2 absorption on-chain. You can stake to earn ecological yield, grow saplings that upgrade into NF trees, or join single staking pools and farm entire forests through our tree staking program. And governance here is real. Our DAO gives voting power through impact. Burn CO2, gain a voice. 1 ton, 1 vote. And yes, I even played the Sproutly game. Every action inside connects to real impact outside. You can trade verified CO2 assets, earn through referrals, convert tokens into real-world cooperative membership, and even certify your own offsets, trusted by companies worldwide. From living NFTs that evolve with real data to a staking tier system that rewards commitment, Sproutly is where Web3 grows into the real world. All of this runs on the Sproutly Impact Chain, our own blockchain, built for impact, where seed powers every transaction. This is more than crypto. It's impact, verified, and it's only just beginning. Something big is about to grow.
What an intro. Thank you so much. And welcome to this AMA with Sproutly. We have today Jab and William from Sproutly joining. And I'll pass on the word to you guys so you can make an introduction to yourselves and the project. Please, Jab.
Shall I start, because I see a microphone at William turned off?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, I'm Jaap. I think it's very hard to pronounce, right? As an English native speaker, my first name, but the Dutchies will understand, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm a bit older. I think I'm one of the older ones in the crypto scene, actually, 49, but it's never too late to learn, right? Started a few years ago. I think I'm active in the crypto space for over 10 years now, so that's quite a lot. Did a lot of writing about projects. I advised loads of projects, and then I've met William a few years ago, and we always wanted to basically develop a project that actually adds value to the crypto space, because that's hard to find, right, in these days, as with all the meme coin stuff and well, the empty promises, basically. So we really add value to the real world. That's important for us. But we also want to solve a huge problem we all face, and well, that has to do with our climate problem. So we've basically created a solution for that. It might be a bit too technical to explain everything, but maybe the people watching the stream can ask whatever they want, of course. It's a very disruptive model for the current carbon offset markets in the world. It's $1 billion industry. But things are not going well at this moment because of transparency issues. And that's what blockchain can offer, right? Blockchain can offer you the transparency you need, because it's immutable. You can't commit fraud, or at least it's very hard to do so. It's important to understand that we already have a good running company behind Sproutly. We are making profits. We are working with world-class clients at this moment. For example, Budget Energy. It's one of the top energy companies in the Netherlands, doing over $1 billion per year. We are doing a pilot project with Lufthansa. We are doing a pilot project with Swiss Air. We are working with a supplier of Tesla and, well, some other big names around. And you know, that might sound a bit weird, but because of the products we are selling, those large companies are basically forced to do something about their sustainability. They are forced to prove they are doing well on that front. So they are looking for solutions like Sproutly, because we are basically the only ones capable right now of offering this transparency, right? So that opens huge possibilities. And I've spoken much too long for just an introduction already. So please, William, can you take over? Otherwise, I will keep talking for like an hour.
How it always goes with Jaap. You give him one question and then he answers for an hour. So, but I'm William, the other co-founder, a bit younger, but I'm already at the end of my 30s. Also in the Netherlands, from the Netherlands. I have 3 kids and a bonus kid. So and it's all girls. So and I have a fiance, so it's 5 versus 1 my house. I graduated in law, so I come from a different space and wanted to do something that when my kids are older, they say, okay, hey, at least my dad did something to make it not go even worse as it is right now. And Jaap already explained a lot. Most of our jobs is about legislation and compliance because we are dealing with a very bureaucratic product. It does mean that because of what we built, they invited me to become a UN expert on behalf of the Netherlands. I'm an Article 6 expert for the UN. And we also speak a lot of at AI events, so also AI from the UN. And not that we are AI experts, but we utilize AI in our day-to-day jobs, also with satellite. And we are enabling the social impact with low-income countries like Brazil or Angola. And that's why I think people find it interesting that we use blockchain and help those local communities and how we do that. And we speak also a lot at events, crypto events, B2B events, because let's be honest, the world is full of memes. And if you go to a traditional crypto event, you will see marketing agencies, and you'll see exchanges, and you see market makers, and you don't see that many real projects that are building something. So we are every year at the Blockchain Rio, at the Dutch Blockchain Days, in Germany, a few events. So and universities find us very interesting. I think we do 4 or 5 interviews a month with different universities all around the world, because they want to know how you can implement blockchain technology in day-to-day projects. So yeah, that's me.
Amazing instructions, and I was really impressed by the video you kicked off with. It really showed what you are doing and in a very nice format. So my first question would be if you could guide us a little bit through that NFT technology that you have utilized for the NF-trees, which I personally think is a great brand name for them. Can you walk us through how you buy them, where they are, and how it all works?
I'll do the ecology side, and then Jaap can take over from the technical side. That we are a perfect fit in that. So what we do is we've been to Brazil a few times, and there.
Did we lose his connection?
Yeah.
StreamYard
can lag a little. Please.
Oh, you're back. You're back. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we are in the eyes of Brazilian. We are just gringos, right? They don't trust white people, and you have to form like an alliance with them in a bond. So we work with local communities and local partners. We met them a few times, and they trust us, and we trust them. And what we do is we say we want to plant X amount of agroforestry systems, because every NFT is an agroforestry system, like a food forest, and they are generating food for the whole community. Right now, we are providing food for 50,000 people, and they can live from that. And because what we do is we plant that agroforestry system, and then the hardwood tree in the middle, that is the one we geotag, and that is the one that is issuing the CO2. But we do it in Angola and in Brazil. And in Brazil, we do it in 150 different farms and families and communities. So all throughout Brazil, we don't just focus on one spot.
No.
Because we have backup trees. So we plant in the Amazon, in the Atlantic, in Cerrado, everywhere, to make sure that in case something happens to a tree, we always have a backup tree. They provide us with the geolocations of the hardwood tree, and then the geolocation is being sent to Jaap, and now Jaap can take over from that part.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it's nice to mention that we already planted roughly 3 million trees. So that's well over 700,000 systems. So that's quite a lot of impact Web3 company is making, right? And we did that before the token launch, not after. So we already invested millions of dollars to do so. That being said, what we basically do is we receive a geolocation. We tokenize the system. The geolocation is embedded into the metadata of the NFT.
Yeah.
Our smart contract that is generating the actual offsets recognizes the NFT. It will distribute tokens based on the fact that you are the owner of the NFT, right? So you will receive ACO2. That's how we call it. The ACO2 represents 1 kilogram of absorbed CO2. This can be sold to large corporations like the companies I just mentioned. They will buy it. There's $1 billion open market for carbon credits. It's already active for years. Companies are always looking for better alternatives, and we offer the tokenized one, the one that's transparent, the one that can be traced. And we are the only company in the world that offer a kilogram of CO2 that can be traced back to the actual tree, right? That's what nobody can do. It's impossible.
It's
And
impossible.
this is all due to blockchain technology. We can do it, and it is available for everyone 24/7. Actually, in the ACO2 token, the geolocation is also embedded. So you can see for this kilogram of CO2, which is the origin tree. So the tree that is responsible for your CO2. We offer in our portal, we offer a world map. So you can, if you buy a tree, for example, you can see where the tree has been planted. You can check satellite images. Sometimes we even make drone images from certain areas. So it's pretty detailed. So that's the proof part. About the financial part, because that's most of the time also very important, of course, you can either choose to buy a tree and make a profit based on it. So then you won't make a real difference for this world, to be honest. But you will sell your CO2 to the company that does make the impact, right?
Right.
So for example, to Budget Energy, they will pay you, and we are providing this infrastructure, so you can basically offer your CO2 and those companies will buy it. But you can also choose to use this CO2 in order to compensate your own lifestyle, or to create a carbon offset certificate, or just invest in the climate, whatever you want. So you have loads of opportunities there. And we are also publishing a game for adoption. You can also use all the tokenized assets we have in the ecosystem, and basically use it to, well, interact with the game. And it's not pay to win, but it does help if you have some assets. So that's it.
Beautiful. And I don't think the RWA community actually realize how big your project actually is before now. And I'm super blown away by especially how many trees you actually have planted, and you have really documented a real impact in the world. And I think it's important to recognize that there are very few companies who has been able to do something similar. So well done, and something really I can see you can roll out to the top 1,000 companies and really get in the annual reports as, you know, the company that has helped with those KPIs. And I think that is a really strong argument for your growth.
That's why we have all these certifications, right? We are UN certified, and that's now they can use our product and put it in the ESG reporting, and that's what we've been building for 2 years. But the building was mainly all the compliance things, so that we can now go to market and say because we were in touch with Microsoft, and basically what they want is they said, okay, come back after all the compliance, and then we are super keen on working with you guys, because now we finally can prove where all the CO2 is coming from. And I think that after this private and public sale, then it's go time.
And I really like the fact that you have covered, it seems, the entire technology stack plus the entire infrastructure, from blockchain to drones and satellite integration, so you can get those images and verify. It's absolutely incredible, and I can't help to think strategic partnership, because you have some technologies that could also be applied for real estate. But that's another meeting we can have at another time. But I can really see some synergies here in terms of what we at RWA Inc. is doing right now. So big technical cadeau to you for actually having implemented both the NFT technology and make your own blockchain, tokenized, and everything. I must say I'm smiling, because I can see the growth here, and this is why these AMAs are so important, because now you can really explain to us all the details. So when we speak about the future here, because we all are interested in growth, and remember, you just launched on our launch.rwa.inc, so you can actually now, as community, go in and buy into this project. But what is going to happen? What can you tell our holders here about what's next? Because it seems you have something really unique here.
Yeah, I think, well, there's lots of stuff we are going to do. It's pretty much overwhelming for the team, actually. You already mentioned, so we deployed everything on Polygon. So we actually already built our project, right? It's not that we are that we need to do something yet. And we basically found out that Polygon wasn't stable enough, so we needed another solution. So that's why we basically decided to create our own blockchain. Not because we wanted to create a hype or anything, because I think everyone and his grandmother is launching blockchains these days. But the blockchain is really focused on our climate assets. So we will release them on this chain. So testnet is already live. We will go with mainnet in a few weeks, actually. And there will be quite some surprises, I guess, on that front as well. But we have so many things. So we are what I call it a hyper use case project. So that basically means that we do not only offer, well, the default stuff like token staking, which is basically meaning only an inflationary measure instead of offering something to a community. We offer interaction with our NF3s. You can upgrade them. You can earn compose tokens for engagement. You need it to upgrade the trees as well. We actually also offer a token to company participation program. It's quite complicated, I guess, but in the Netherlands you have corporations. That means that you can be a member of a company. You will have a profit share as well. So if you're tired with crypto, you can just convert your tokens and become a member of the main company, right? So it's just an alternative we offer to people, because we also want to do stuff that no other crypto project is doing. Because we see that most of the crypto projects are always doing the default stuff, it's like they are following a traditional path. And why are we doing that all the time? We just need to think out of the box. So basically, we are also on a DAO vote on VBetter. That's part of VChain.
I saw that. So
And it
you
looks
have a
like we are
governance
winning.
mechanism. Mhm.
Looks like we are winning. Well, actually, we basically already won, but that's because we can't lose anymore. If you look at the
Well,
amount of votes we
in
got,
theory we can. In theory, if everybody
it's
now votes
possible.
no, then but I guess it will be
It
good.
is possible in theory, but it will be hard.
Yeah.
And we are in talks with many chains because, well, it just applies on the large corporation story I told earlier. This is also valid for blockchain companies. So companies like Plume, for example, it's a famous RWA blockchain.
We know them
Um,
very well. Yeah.
yeah, so we are in talks with them to integrate, but also chains like Polygon, of course, Moonbeam, Camino. What we have a list of over 12 different blockchains, and we can't handle them all at once. Actually, Fire is one of them.
Yeah.
Cardano. We are talking about Avalanche.
Okay.
Loads of blockchains. So there's an actual interest in our product. So they want real use cases implemented on their chain that actually contribute to a real world problem we all face.
Right.
And that's basically what we do. So there's lots of milestones because all these integrations will happen.
And if we look at projections over the next 5 years, where do you see yourself in in this game? How many trees will you have planted, and how big will you become eventually?
I
Well,
think that.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, trees is so we have a goal that we want to scale to 1 million agroforestry systems per year, and that one agroforestry system is about 6 trees, so that will be 6 million trees per year that we want. That's our goal, and we have the capacity for that. Basically, what we need is funding for that.
Yeah.
Because we, like Jaap explained, we pre-financed all the trees at the start, and we are now selling trees that have been planted. Otherwise, we can't provide. I mean, the whole reason why we did it like this is that you have lots of companies where you can buy a tree, right? And they say, we'll plant a tree, just dig it, trees for all. I mean, there's so many one tree planted. And they all say, yeah, we will plant a tree. And you have to trust them. And we are all in the blockchain space, and the whole motto here is do not trust but verify. And we took that a little bit literally. So we planted them all, geotagged in the metadata, and now we are selling those trees. And we will make sure that we always have a stock. So that means that if you guys, for example, say, hey, okay, let's buy 100,000 trees, for example, then we will scale again to plant more trees. We have the capacity to plant over 1 million agroforestry systems. So I guess it sounds pretty cool, right? If you have in 5 years 30 million trees planted, I mean, that's it sounds amazing. I think that's a goal.
100% agree. And I do see you as what I would call anti-greenwashing. Like you are the real deal, where there are so many scams out there. And this is the best project I personally have seen, where you have full verification and full documentation of the effects. So it's a huge play, and I understand that you guys are very deep in this. It must be very exciting, and I can see many scenarios where maybe in over time our community will decide to buy some trees instead of burning tokens. We don't know, but we will probably also look into this environmental wave and see what we can do to make the world better as we grow. So yeah, many possibilities here. I do recommend all to go in and check Sproutly out on launch.rwa.inc and really get some allocations here, because this project is much bigger than even I thought it was. And I must say I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the technology, the creativity, the handling of the different technologies, and putting it all together, making it a real business, and documenting such a rollout. It's incredible. And I don't even know how many guys you are in the team, but it's incredible achievement.
29.
29. So yeah, it's great. And please also guide the users to your website, just to be sure everybody have the link and stuff.
Yeah, it's proudly
Yeah.
rwa.com, the website.
Got
And I would advise everyone to check us out on Discord, because that's our main communication platform, basically, where we share most of the news. I
Yeah.
think what's also important, because you asked about our goals, right?
Yes, I did.
William basically mentioned the business goals, but we also, well, especially me and William are fans of Web3. We
Yeah.
like the technology. We know what game is being played out here in general. What we like to do is, of course, we are going to take the route to tier one listings, loads of liquidity, great metrics. We are working on that together with Diverse Inferno Labs. That's our main marketing strategy partner right now. It's one of the leading firms, and we invested a lot in basically succeed as a Web3 company, and that's pretty hard during this sentiment and this time, because, as you know,
Indeed.
most projects are struggling. I think it also has to do with the fact that many people are disappointed about the quality of certain projects, and they simply don't know where to invest anymore.
Yeah.
Well, to be clear, we are not a project that will only be up for a few weeks or a few months. That's not our goal. We are here for 3 years already, and we plan on building our company for the next decades, basically.
Yeah. No, it's a great argument, and really that is also the feeling I get, that you are a traditional company that has utilized Web3. You are serious business with a real, overall universal goal, but also a corporate goal. So in my book, you check green in all parameters, and that's why we're so proud to have you as client. We do say no to a lot of projects, but we selected you because you were one of the very, very best projects. So thank you for that. And I also, want to know if there's anything you want to examine with RWA Inc. Now we're here, and we could maybe discuss that the next minutes.
Can't think of anything. You, William?
No, I think that I mean, more in general, we
Eh,
do this with you guys because it's, I mean, it fits, right? It's RWA, and and we are, I think, the true RWA project out there. So we found right from the start that there was a click with you guys, and that we are very much aligned in what we do. So we are more than happy to do this first with you guys, and we hope that it will be a big success. And I think we should all, if we all put our best efforts in it, we'll make sure that it becomes that. And it's also, I mean, me and Jaap are not the all-knowing guys, right? So we are always also open for feedback. So maybe sometimes a community member comes and say, "Hey, have you thought of this? Have you thought of that?" And I think that is what makes us also different. We are open to listen to everybody. And maybe cool to share that 2 weeks ago, one of our community members, she just went and visited her trees. I mean, that's how that's possible, right? I mean, you know where your tree is. And she went there with a friend, and it's a pretty cool story because there are two American ladies in their 60s who said, "Hey, what the hell? Let's go to Brazil and visit our trees." And they went and they visited their trees. They came in contact with farmers. They had all cool videos and pictures. I mean, this is what it's meant to be. You have your proof, and then you go there, and in the middle of the Amazon. It's super cool. That's for us what it's all about.
Well done, guys. I congratulate you on your success. And to our listeners, go to launch.rwa.inc and do that KYC that I know you probably haven't done yet because you can't buy before. And then go to the Sproutly case and click your investment. It's only $100 and up. So I would really recommend it. And I will do the same myself. So let's get some business going here, and let's support this great project. And thanks to you both for really explaining everything about your your project. And please share the video as well. We would like to have it, if possible, on the Launchpad as well, on the investor
I think
platform.
it is. I
It is
think
already?
it is. Yeah.
My team is
think
always one
it's-
step behind. I'm always one step behind my team, so very well done. So they
it's
got,
on your website. I
Yeah,
just
that's great.
checked. So yeah.
So go in there and check it out, and then we see each other soon again.
Cool.
Cool.
Thank
Thanks.
you very much.
Many thanks.
Thank you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.